This is Gianna, and I'm a Student Achievement Officer with the Ontario Ministry of Education. This is the first time I've ever done one of these, so we'll see how it goes. Today, are we going to start the slide deck? Or? Okay. Today I'm going to talk about how we can leverage student learning in mathematics and technology to empower students to be agents of change. How students can use their learning to reconfigure society to be more equitable and just. Student voice. How do we empower students to use their education to further equity and to create a more just society? Is student voice impactful? Does it change the classroom walls, what we teach, how we teach in the decisions of the school and the local and global communities? The conditions and expectations we set for student voice, advocacy, and action are as important as what we teach. As educators, our mindset matters. Do we have an awareness of how sociocultural structures impact our experiences and the experiences of our students? Do we know and understand our students? Do we celebrate students' strengths and beliefs and set high expectations for their success? Do we have a desire to make a difference? How do we create deep learning for our students? How do we empower student mindset, advocacy, and action? Is student learning action-oriented? Does it involve connections to the global and local communities? To encourage student voice, students need to feel an emotional connection to the learning. What is teaching math for social justice, or hashtag TM4SJ? It's mathematics as a tool for socio-political critique. Curriculum centered around the experiences of students. The use of mathematics to reconfigure society to be more equitable and just. The first step to creating a curriculum centered on the experiences of students is creating wonder. Instead of just telling students what to do, ask more effective questions. Don't learn just from me. Learning is social. Teachers are only one source of knowledge. How do we leverage social capital in our classes? How do we create the conditions for learning wherein students speak 50% more and teachers speak 50% less? What do your walls look like? Do they include student wonderings, their questions, provide opportunities for students to learn, and to create projects based on their wonderings? Fail, fail, then try, and try again. How do you value mistakes as part of the learning process? Does your assessment value the process of learning or the final product? How does what we display on the walls reflect what we believe about learning? Does it include a display of students' mistakes and what they learned? Or does it just include the perfect final product? If we believe that the process of learning is more important than the final product, then it needs to be reflected on the walls of our schools and the hallways. The TDSB Social Justice Quadrant looks at student responses to complex issues. How do we move students from charity to social action? Students are intensely interested in what's fair. How can we use equal and unequal distribution in math to discuss issues of fairness? Relevant learning. When educators integrate locally situated learning into daily instruction and learning processes and engage students in issues based on community action, students of all ages become agents of change. How do we leverage social media to empower student voice? For example, students use social media, persuasive writing, and their math to advocate against a Metrolinx proposal in their neighborhood. They advocate for a better infrastructure project based on their findings. Students learn about the growing gap between income earners in Toronto and look for reasons. Through their explorations, they discovered that we have a lack of information because we haven't had a long census in 11 years. The solution, advocate for the long census. Change is difficult. Students shouldn't wait quietly to be told what to do. Can we reimagine learning to be more active and relevant? Can we reimagine our outcomes to include global competencies and deep learning for all students? Again, my name is Gianna. You can follow me on Twitter. And I believe in the power of student voice, advocacy, and agency, and that our students can and will change the world. Thank you.